What's good, everybody? Welcome to Whole Views. Thank you for clicking that thumbnail. Today, we're going to be talking about the Super Bowl trailers and giving you my reaction and thoughts to those trailers that aired during the big game. So, I was not able to record any of my actual reactions because everything I saw was like at the Super Bowl party I attended. Did not get the opportunity to record live reactions, but I did want to give my thoughts on each trailer I saw. And I'm going to start within the order of them kind of airing on TV. So let's start with Wicked. Did not think we would see anything from Wicked in this Super Bowl or, during this advertising window. There was a couple of other things that I was anticipating us seeing some images of, but I didn't think Wicked would be on there. And it actually is one that wasn't really on my radar. If I'm being honest, I don't really like the look of Wicked. It has a heavily CGI'd look about it, and I'm just not a huge fan of those, as well as I'm not a huge fan of Cynthia Erivo. Like, I'm so up and down on her. Some of the things that she does, I really enjoy. I think my favorite that she was a part of, if my memory is correct, I'm gonna have to go back and double check, but I think she was a part of Bad Times, the El Royale, or something like that. I really enjoyed that, if that was her in that. But then at the same time, I can't really think of anything else that I really enjoyed her being a part of. And so she doesn't excite me as an actress being attached to, and it looks like being the main character. And then as well as, I don't like the whole idea of we're going to take the bad guy of this story and then tell it from their perspective and make them look like the good guy, like you did with Maleficent and Maleficent 2, and this is Wicked. So I'm guessing that this is the Wicked Witch of the West, and she's like really here to do something good. I guess. I don't like it. I don't like it at all, man. Stop doing these. I guess it's just Disney's way of trying to cash in on IP that they already have. Like, hey, we already told, the Snow White story once. Let's tell it from this perspective. Or we've already told the, Wizard of Oz story. Let's tell it from the Wicked Witch's perspective. And it's like, just come up with something else. Like, I would prefer you to come up with something else. This trailer didn't wow me. It was cool to see it pop up, and I was like, oh, I'm unexpectedly looking at Wicked. But at the same time, I don't care nothing about Wicked. I don't want to see that. It doesn't move the needle for me at all. And that's really the question that I'll pose for each one of the trailers that we talk about. But the next one that we'll move into, it doesn't move the needle, not because it wasn't a good trailer, but it doesn't move the needle because I'm seeing this regardless. And that's Deadpool. Let's be real. Anything that they showed us from Deadpool, it would not have mattered. I would have watched that movie opening night no matter what. No matter what. Like, it doesn't matter. The trailers could be horrible. I'm still watching that thing. But let's get into it. The trailer was amazing. The trailer was awesome for Deadpool, man. Like, man, the thing's good, man. But we got to see so many behind the scenes photos from Deadpool and Wolverine, and just seeing all the stuff that's going on, and they trying to hide this and show that. And Ryan Reynolds even got involved with it, like showing little photoshopped the Predator in Deadpool and Wolverine. Like, he did some jokes online, including those like weird characters that we know aren't going to be in it. But the thing about the movie in the trailer that really engaged me is how heavy it is on the TVA. We just got the end of Loki, the series, and that was a incredibly well done, wrapped up series. And so to see the TVA present looking just slightly different, and not seeing many of the TVA characters present here in this, it makes me wonder, like, how much is the show Loki going to play into Deadpool? If you are one of the few people, I'm sure, who watch the MCU stuff, but you don't watch the TV stuff, now's the time to catch up on Loki, because I don't think that you're going to be able to watch Deadpool without having some point of reference for the Loki series. I think it's also very crucial to note the opening of that trailer. So you have all kinds of characters from the first two Deadpool movies present. You got Colossus in his full armor. Real easy for them to just CGI him from another film into this, like take old footage, bam, throw him in here. But you have like the guy from X-Force, like one of the only members of X-Force that survived from Deadpool 2. I did not remember seeing Domino. I have to watch that trailer again. But you did see what I think it's Megasonic Teenage Warhead, which is a crazy name, but I think she was present there. You see, I think it's Veronica or the girlfriend from Deadpool 1, Deadpool 2, she was back. And so it was cool to see everybody present in the beginning of it. But then when he jumps in, like there's so much. I probably need to do a shot by shot. I probably need to watch some other people's breakdowns because there's a lot. I think at one point it really appears that he's going against the TVA, but in like a wintry area, and everybody assumes like, oh, he's going to save Quicksilver from this movie, and he's gonna be doing that in that movie, and he'll be jumping all over, and that will be very cool. I like this trailer because it doesn't give you any story. All we see is Wolverine kind of like showing up at the end to like appearingly like decapitate or hurt Wade in some way. And I really was expecting them to reveal Jackman here, maybe in the first official trailer, because this was marked in like put out as a teaser. I don't know. I don't know, but I do know that this was a very good piece of marketing. Everybody who saw it like kind of paused at the little Super Bowl party. They went to their phones, they checked it out, they had little conversations, and they pointed things out like, this is from Loki, and this person was in Deadpool 1 and 2, and like, oh, that's Wolverine, and this and this. And so it was very cool. I liked it. I thought it was a great trailer. You know, the world was waiting. And so I'm happy we got what we got in regards to Deadpool. And the last trailer I want to talk about was also one that's like super nostalgic for the party that I was at, because we are all close to the same age, like late 30s, early 40s. You might even had a few people there like approaching 50s. And so when we saw the Twisters trailer and like you got to see certain elements that everybody remembered seeing from the Twister movie back in the 90s, specifically when he drives into the tornado, and the little bugs, the little pieces, the scanners go into the tornado. It's like, yo, we all remember that. Like that was in the other one, and it's cool stuff. I think some people though will be kind of traumatized by this because it's people who have lived through this stuff. And one of the guys at the party like is like, oh man, I don't know if I want to watch that. It's memories. And so yeah, I think that one was a very good piece of marketing. It's another one that's relatively unexpected. I don't think that there were many people who had Twisters this year's remake on their radar, and I'm happy to see that it was there, and it was done well. It does have a level of anticipation for me, like there now, because I saw that trailer. It's not necessarily something that I would always go see at the theaters, like it's kind of a very niche type of thing, like the weather catastrophe films. I think of like 2012. I think of The Day After Tomorrow, like those type films. Sometimes I want to go see those, and sometimes I don't. Like Geostorm, I skip that one. And so there's a lot to it, but then at the same time, I don't know if I'll necessarily be like up for going to see those other ones. But Twister, because of the nostalgia, kind of has me in the mood to want to go see it. So I'm leaning toward going look at that one. Let me know your thoughts. Did the trailer move you any? Is there any nostalgia factor with you with Twister from the 90s to seeing this one? I like it. I thought it was well done, and yeah, yeah. So this trailer that I'm talking about here was not one that was actually like during the Super Bowl. Is one that came out kind of before. It was a Vought produced trailer for the boys, and it's just it's basically using all the things that we love about football and America and beer and horses from the Budweiser commercials, and all that stuff is in the trailer. It's cool. The only thing I didn't like about this little piece of marketing, I like the timing of it. I like, they parody real life quite a bit. And so I was happy with all that. The only thing about that little piece of marketing that I did not like is they didn't give us a date for season 4. We all know that it's coming relatively soon, but I would like to know when, kind of map things out. And I'm looking very much forward to The Boys season 4. I do believe it's going to be in the summer or spring of this year. And so if y'all would have just had like a little date somewhere, perfect marketing. No date, just a little silly clip. It's like, man, cool stuff. But at the same time, don't tease us like this. Go ahead and give us a date, man. I'm looking forward to that. I would like to see that. And so let me know, did you see that online like right before the Super Bowl kind of kicked off? Or, did you catch it at all? Are you familiar with the vault style of like putting out little trailers? It's so cool because everything is a parody of real life. And so they are advertising just as though Vault is a real entity, even though it only exists in the world of the boys. I like that type of stuff. So cool stuff there. Let me know your thoughts if you enjoy that type of marketing or if you even seen it. And the last thing I'll talk about is one that it's a trailer that it showed, and it was cool to see like more shots and different things happening, but I'm not excited for it at all. And it's the new Planet of the Apes film. Like that one came out. My wife, we've seen them all at the theaters, and so she was like, "Yo, they doing another movie? Caesar's still alive?" I was like, "No, no Caesar here." She was like, "Oh, that's not promising." I was like, yeah, and it's not none of the same people who did the other ones. It's a new guy brought in to wreck this one, different story. And I just don't know. I saw the original trailer that dropped a few months back. It didn't move me at all. Seeing this trailer, it's cool, but like I'm not excited for it. I don't think that it's gonna be one that gets me out of my seat and says, I'm gonna get in there and look at Planet of the Apes. I feel like it'll be probably pretty skippable. Like a very all the trailers and everything about the movie tells me that it's gonna be a really like check mark type of movie. Like, oh, we want to do this, this, and this, and you do it, and it's very unremarkable. And yeah, like the CGI looks great and all those things, blah blah blah. But it's just like just another movie, not really anything riveting or moving or groundbreaking. And I don't know why. I don't know why I get that vibe when I watch that trailer, but let me know if that's the vibe you're getting. Are you up for it? Does the trailer impress you? Because it just doesn't do anything for me. I watched it. This is the second or third trailer I've seen, and that the marketing is just not doing it for me. It's not moving me. I don't know, but I like to know your thoughts about it. Is the marketing moving you? Because it's not moving me. And that's all we got for this one, y'all. Enjoy yourself. Guard your heart. Go watch something good.